I took my knives home the night before my sister-in-law hosted Thanksgiving. Okay, so I need to explain the knives first, because if I don't, this sounds insane. I'm a chef, actual professional, worked the line for 12 years chef. And the thing people don't understand about chefs is that our knives are not kitchen supplies, they're ours. Mine are a set I built over a decade. A couple of them cost more than my first car, and I sharpen them myself every morning like some people do yoga. Nobody touches them. That's not a quirk, that's the rule. Every cook I've ever worked with knows, you do not touch another person's knives. So here's the situation. My sister-in-law Whitney offered to host Thanksgiving this year at her place, which fine, great. I was actually relieved because I host everything and I was tired. But Whitney has this whole thing where she wants to be seen as like a domestic goddess. Pinterest tablescapes, matching napkin rings. She once made her own cranberry sauce and talked about it for a full calendar year. And a few weeks back, she asks if she can borrow my nice knives for the day because hers are kind of dull. I said no, politely. I said, Whit, those are work knives. I don't lend them out. It's a whole thing. I'm happy to bring a couple and prep with you though. She laughed like I was joking. They're just knives, Megan. They are not just knives. But I let it go. So the plan was, I go over the night before to help her prep because she was already panicking about timing. I bring my roll of knives, we knock out the veg, I stay till like 10 p.m. and I leave the knives there so I don't have to lug them back and forth, and we finish the turkey stuff in the morning. That was the plan. Here's what actually happened. Around 9 p.m., we're prepping and Whitney picks up my chef's knife, my good one, the one I'd literally just honed, and starts hacking at a butternut squash like she's splitting firewood. Blade twisting, hitting the board at this brutal angle, and I hear it, that little tick sound. She chipped the edge. I said, Whit, stop please, you're going to wreck it. Let me do the squash. And she goes, oh my god, it's fine. It's a knife. It's designed to cut things. Designed to cut things. I wanted to lie down on the floor. I took a breath and I said, calm as I could, I really need you to not use that one. Use the one I brought you, the Santoku, it's right there. And Whitney puts my knife down, sets it in the sink, blade down on top of a metal colander, which is its own crime, and she turns around and says, you know, this is exactly why nobody thinks you're fun. It's Thanksgiving. It's supposed to be relaxed, but everything with you is rules, rules, rules. And I just kind of stood there. Then she goes, anyway, since you're being weird about it, I'm gonna use them tomorrow whether you like it or not. They'll be here. You said you were leaving them. So she said it like she'd won something. And that's the moment. That's the exact moment I decided. I said, yeah, you're right. Let me just finish this last onion. I finished the onion. I wiped every blade down. I oiled the one she chipped. And then, one by one, I slid all 8 of them back into my roll, tied it, and put it in my bag. Whitney watched me do it and her face changed. What are you doing? Taking my knives home? You can't. I need those for tomorrow. I have a 14-pound turkey. You've got your set. And the Santoku's dull, you said, but it'll break down a turkey fine if you go slow. Megan, you are not seriously doing this over me chipping one knife. I zipped the bag. I said, I'm not doing it over the chip. I'm doing it because you told me you were going to use them whether I liked it or not. That's not borrowing. That's just deciding my stuff is yours. She followed me to the door. This is so petty. It's Thanksgiving. And I turned around and I said, then it's a good thing you're such a natural host. You'll be great with your own knives. And I left. She called my husband that night, called his mother, told everyone I sabotaged Thanksgiving and left her to carve a turkey with a butter knife, which she has a full knife set. She was fine. She was being theatrical. I got a text from her the next afternoon right in the middle of dinner I wasn't at. It just said, you ruined today. I didn't answer. I was at my mom's splitting a rotisserie chicken with the exact knife Whitney wanted, and it was honestly the most relaxed Thanksgiving I've had in years. She still tells people I stole from her. The knives were always mine.